Welcome to Prime Source. My name is Daniel Cranting. Let's zoom straight into our stories. And former Black Stars captain Steve Napier believes the delayed finalization of the team's AFCON camping plans could be a huge distraction to the players. Deputy Sports Minister Ivan Topoku-Bobie recently revealed that his ministry still has no idea where the Black Stars will pitch camp ahead of the AFCON next month. Napier believes such details must be sorted out well ahead of time to help the players focus on the competition.
Of distractions, because I mean, at the end of the day, when you are going to a tournament, you want everything to be done some weeks or months before you travel to the tournament. And as you're saying, here we still even don't know the venues that the team will go and camp and all that. So we hope that whatever is happening, they know better and they should finalize everything earlier on. So our boys will go to camp in peace. They will represent Ghana in the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, and we'll see what they will come out with.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to you about this.
A former Black Stars defender Samuel Inkum has called for a more intentional approach to football scouting in the country. Ghana football in recent years seems to have suffered a serious hit in terms of quality, with various national teams struggling. But Inkum believes the country still possesses some top quality talents who just need to be discovered.
Ghana, we have huge talent. We have big potentials in Ghana. Like he said, if you don't look for them, you can't find them. And also, when we look for them, we have to take our time and build them. That is the main motive. If we want to see the likes of Abedi Pele, Samuel Sekufuor, Stephen Napier, Tony Bafasa, name them, David Boate, name them. We have to take our time and build the talent. We shouldn't be in a hurry. So I think this is what I'm also doing. I have Inkum Football Management Agency, and I promised the whole Ghana that I'll be in all the 16 regions, because a lot of us are always focusing on Accra, Kumasi. Accra, Kumasi is not only Ghana. You understand? We have somewhere in Branga, Harford.
Now, former champions Asante Kotoko will travel to the Dunes Park in Bibiani, where they will take on Gold Stars in the round of 32 of the MTN FA Cup competition after beating Masaki Holy Stars in the outstanding round 64 game. Two-time champions Midiama Sporting Club will face Sky FC in the next stage. These pairings were confirmed at the round 32 draw held earlier today.
So for Zone 1, these are the fixtures that we got. Kasoglu Arrowheads will come up against Karela United FC, and Wa Power FC would also take on Real Tamale United. That is for Zone 1. Let's go to Zone 2. Zone 2 also has these fixtures. Brekum City FC will take on Bofuakwa Tano, and Swataman and so the Young Apostles. And Makacho said there's a protest pending. So as and when that matter is decided, Young Apostles and in Swataman and Brekum Chelsea will take on Bafuo Soccer Academy. That is for Zone 2. Let's look at Zone 3 fixtures. Park Academy FC will take on Bechem United, who are finalists in 2022. Namoro FC would also take on Akwaboso Young Madrid. And the big one will be at the Dance Park as Bibiani Gold Stars host Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That is for Zone 3. Let's look at Zone 4, where Soccer Intellectuals will come up against Fijai Soccer Academy. Elmina Sharks and Sonny Swedro Blacks at the Pemso. Sky FC in Duabo. So they got to the semi-finals of this competition last season, and they would want to emulate that and even go a step further. They would play either Mediema SC or Baseke Holy Stars. So that is for Zone 4. Let's look at the final zone, that is Zone 5. That is where we have 2011 champions Abedi Pele's team, Nania FC, taking on Great Olympics. Nania, Omedike, has a film has, so almost has a tenants. Now they are coming to play the landlords, that is Great Olympics. Koforia Sushen FC would also come up against Legon Cities FC. Accra Athletic will take on Hoho United. Heart of Lions at home will take on either Dreams FC or Susubiri FC. Koforidia Sempefi would also engage Vision FC, and that is the fixtures for the round of 32 of the MT.
A ranking member of the Youth and Sports Committee in Parliament, Kobena Woyome, has hailed the impact of Black Queens head coach Nora Hauptle. The Black Queens will make a return to the Women's Africa Cup of Nations for the first time in 5 years following their aggregate win over Namibia. Ghana suffered a 1-0 defeat in the second leg of the fixture against Namibia in Pretoria last Tuesday, but a 3-1 win on aggregate will book them a slot. According to Woyome, Hauptle has made a positive impact
qualification this time around has brought a lot to the fore. I was saying, including myself, then changing your ways so that we can always also give them all the moral and then the energy and also support our here to give us the laurels, to give us the energy or saying which is missing for now with regards to our male counterparts. We share the way these girls or ladies went into this game. You could see some tenacity. I mean, there's some will be focus be GBB. There's some business like it be play more. It's the country Wangasa. So the country first, and then one Angasa, because when the country rides high, automatically Wangasa so then they needed push. The leadership and also the technical team. I think this lady has brought in something unique, which we all must find out. What did she bring into the technical handling of the Black Queens? The Nora lady appears very focused. Even the way, what we saw, or the understanding of football, where talent and readiness to die for a country, and in addition, Wangasa benefiting in the end.
Moving on, Brighton midfielder James Milner has opened up on some important principles that has seen him last 21 years in the Premier League. The 37-year-old has represented Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Manchester City and Liverpool throughout his illustrious career. Now, Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag says he's disappointed with his side's exit from the UEFA Champions League. The Dutchman has, however, urged his players to keep the focus as they still have other trophies to compete. They finished away with a 1-1 draw against PSV. Now, the interesting thing is that in that same group, there was another team which has a Ghanaian player in it, Abdul Salih Samed, who plays for Lens. They beat Sevilla, but still failed to qualify for the round of 16 by virtue of PSG drawing 1-1 against Arsenal. Just how much of a blow is it to Lens, who many have said have had a very remarkable return to European football? The fact that they beat Arsenal, beat the likes of Sevilla, but still did not qualify for the round of 16.
Last night after the game, I had a chance to listen to Julian Lawrence, and he puts it a little bit subtly, and he says that he doesn't think that is so much of a blow for long, because he thinks that if you look at the trajectory that they've been on, going toe-to-toe with Paris Saint-Germain in the league last season, and then they returning to Euro and beating Arsenal at home, going toe-to-toe with some of the big boys at home in the northern of France. It's a big thing for them. And also, they were compensated by the fact that they are going to be playing in Europe's second tier in the Europa League, which is good for them. And for a club that have been in oblivion for a while now, in Europe for a while now, for them to get Europa League as some compensation, I don't think it's bad. Yes, we would have loved to see some more Salih Abdul Samed in the round of 16 and quarterfinals of the Champions League. They would have loved to be there. But the fact that this is their first time in a very long time out, and then they are getting to play in the Europa League at the expense of a Sevilla team who have been perennial winners and annual winners of the Europa League, I think it is huge, and they would want to at least take solace in that.
Let's just quickly touch on the Ghanaian players in the UEFA Champions League, most notably Partey and then Salis, their individual performances. For Partey, we really didn't get to see him because of the injuries. But for Salis, as you mentioned, his first appearance in the UEFA Champions League, he had 6 matches to prove himself. How would you rate his performance?
I think that Salis has been very good. For yesterday, when I watched some parts of the game and I looked at his reaction, especially when they had a penalty, he decided not to watch the penalty. He looked away from the penalty kick and then acted towards the reaction of the fans. I think that for some reason, I'm beginning to believe that Salis tends to play, quote unquote, well for long at home because the fans get them into that mode. So that combination between himself and Nempale Semendi against Arsenal was brilliant. He was on top of his game. And then it even spans across last season where in the games where they played at home, the fans are in there. They sing their name, they push them, and they tend to do so well. So I think that in the games that he has played in the group stage of the Champions League, he has been good as well. I mean, it's a shame that we didn't get to see Thomas Partey. It's sad that even as it stands now, there's a little bit of an uncertainty as to when he's going to return. But we would love to see him in the round of 16 and going forward in the Champions League.
Thank you very much. That was my colleague Fifi Manfred from Insura Sports, giving us some updates and just a quick chat on the UEFA Champions League. Well, that brings an end to Prime Sports here. My name is Daniel Cranting. Thanks for your time.